Debbie Selzevich is on the board of directors here at the AFO and president of Coping with Dementia LLC. She is core trained and certified as an assisted living facility administrator. In 2014, her community earned the highest rating of deficiency-free by the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration. Selzevich chose her career path after she cared for her husband for 5 years before he succumbed to dementia. She facilitates free caregiver support groups for the AFO, and her passion is to train professionals to higher standards of care based on the power and effectiveness of love and compassion. Without further ado, Debbie Selzevich.
That kind of made me feel like I walk on water there. But actuality, I was a caregiver just like all of you. So walking on water is not one of the things that we do real well. This is a huge topic. It's got 3 little words there: communication, behavior modification. It is probably the basis of everything that we do, and we don't even know it. How we communicate with our loved ones is a result of their behaviors. So guess who has control of that? You do. They have no control. They're the person with dementia. So our behavior and our reactions to their behavior is what's going to result in their behavior. The result, the end result, what comes out. And we have control over that. Now I know for a lot of us, that's something that you can't handle, that you've got control over it. But we do. And when you can kind of get some tools in your toolbox, you can work your way through it. We have, what John had said was compassionate caregiving. We're finding out that love and compassion is far more effective than what we've been doing. We can get better results. People can be in a better place, person with the dementia and without the dementia. These are studies that proves that it helps. So some of the things that we're going to learn, this is a PowerPoint for you to take home, little tools that you can keep, but part of what we're going to learn today is how we can do that. Sometimes it's walking away and taking a breath. Sometimes it's walking into the bathroom and just taking a deep breath. I know you're not going to be able to stay there long because they may be right behind you knocking on the door. But you have to think about what you're doing, okay, if that makes sense. Now, I want everybody to understand that I'm not here to tell you how it has to be done. I'm here to tell you that I made every bit of the mistakes. So I'm learning from experience of being a caregiver, making a lot of mistakes, then being in an assisted living, seeing the differences of a person that can thrive with being comfortable with where they're at, making new memories, eating well, sleeping well, and enjoying wherever they're at. So that didn't come from me just all of a sudden getting a diagnosis and saying my husband has dementia. Oh, I just know it all. So we as caregivers not only have to go through the situation, we have to deal with trying to figure out, be a detective for what's going on right now. 80%, and I'm not going to give you a lot of statistics because you're already in those statistics. You've already got the diagnosis, you're already a caregiver, you're already stressed. But 80% of people with dementia will have behavior problems. That's a common fact. If you don't learn to deal with it, you're going to have issues. One thing that you have to know, people with dementia are not doing this on purpose. They're not trying to be difficult. They're not trying to be crazy. They're not stupid. They're not troublemakers. All of that stuff. That's not what this is about. They have a brain that is losing the ability to think. And they're losing the ability to do it rationally. So when you put these things in sequence of what is going on with your loved one, you can somewhat understand that if they can't speak, they're trying to get words out somehow. They're not stupid because they know what they want to do. They may be thirsty, they may need to go to the bathroom. So they're not stupid. They have a disease that's losing the ability to think.